Hello, everybody. I keep hearing this thing about quit your 9 to 5 job and do YouTube. And, I get it. The appeal's there. I've been wanting to do that for some time. I love my job. It gets grouchy sometimes. They treat me good. They do. They treat me good. I can't complain. But to just quit my job, especially since I'm not even earning anything on YouTube, but just to quit my job just to do YouTube would be insane. What would I do for bills? What would I do to eat? What would I do for rent? Mortgage and car payments, and yeah, that's partly my fault. That's when you got credit, you're living above your means to some degree, but not necessarily. I mean, I need a car and I need this and that. So the responsible thing to do would be, if you truly plan on leaving your 9 to 5 just to do YouTube or social media or whatever, plan it out. Don't just quit today because somebody like DoorDash told you to, or anything like that. Don't make a plan. Make it a solid plan. If it's 6 months, well, then you got some scrambling to do. If it's a year, you could probably figure things out. Cut things out like Netflix and things like that. Start saving up. Start building up food preps. Well, I hate to use the word preps because that's got a negative tone to it. But start planning. Start prepping. That's one reason why people prep, is in case something happens and they don't have money anymore, or the ability to go to stores. Pay off as much of your debt as you can. If you got a car loan, do your best to pay that off. Otherwise, do like I do. I work my 9 to 5. I keep plucking away. I do videos, and I hope for the best and hope that it works out. Like, this was never supposed to be a shorts channel. This was supposed to be me doing my deal, doing all that. But unfortunately, most of the time I only have time to drop a couple shorts, and that's my deal. And that might be why I'm not growing very much, but it is what it is. I do enjoy my job. I'm a city bus driver, and yes, it gets frustrating. Yes, I have issues, but I'm not a big city like Buffalo, New York City, or anything like that. You guys, hats off to you guys. I don't know. You guys, I'm sure, have to be a little bit colder and right to the rules and such. Where I'm at, I'm able to be personable and such with people, and so it makes for my job a little easier. But my point of this is, don't just quit your 9 to 5 job just because you think you're going to make it on YouTube. Do I have faith that you can? Yes. Do I think you will? Good chance of it. A lot of it is determination. Eventually you find your crew, your group, your family on here. But just to up and quit just because another YouTuber said to do it, is you're gonna be miserable in a few months because you won't have the money or such. Even when you start earning money on here, start making sure that you have things built up with a plan, because there's a lot of times people will start getting their first AdSense check or two, and they think, oh, I could quit my job now. I mean, I was getting money from Facebook, Meta, and I was starting to do pretty decent with it, and so I was starting to look at 6 months to a year from possibly leaving my job and really going full time with that. And I'm really happy I didn't, because the money I was starting to make was more than what I was making here. But I did a couple foolish things. I reused some of my own content. They got mad. Facebook got mad and ended all the money that I got, saying not using original content or something like that. And so if I would have left my job, I would have been in big trouble. So I'm happy that even though I was in the planning stage and I was working on it, it didn't happen, because then I would have been in bad shape right now. Or maybe by now, this has been a couple years. By now I would have figured it out. But I think you get my point. Don't just quit your 9 to 5 job just because another YouTuber is saying, do it, get to it. Don't let nothing hold you back. Because no, don't let nothing hold you back. But be sensible, be smart about it, okay, guys? Don't just drop that 9 to 5 and just think tomorrow you're going to magically be financially well off and such. Best thing to do, in my advice, even though I'm not a professional, is once you start earning any money, start figuring out your bills, start figuring out your payments and such, food costs, things like that, and start seeing what you can cut back and start planning. So with that being said, I gotta work. See you later.